So this is Buried Alive Phoenix, chat. Just trying to maximize the combo potential on turn 3 by chaining spells together. Got Gutshot as the free spell, Manamorphose to get Buried Alive. Faithless Salvaging and Highway Robbery. You can plot on turn 2 the Highway Robbery, rebound the Faithless Salvaging, and you're going to have to cast one additional spell with the Buried Alive if you have either of these on turn 2. So ideally we're just trying to get 3 Phoenixes into play on turn 3 every game, forever, always. And if we fail to do that, we also have the backup of Demolic, and the rest of this is the mana base. The only notable part about the mana base is the 3 copies of Cephalid Coliseum, which is the new addition in the mana base aside from the standard Grixis lands that we have here. Cephalid Coliseum says Threshold, blue, tap, sacrifice it, target player draws 3, and then discards 3. So between the Lick and the Phoenix, you can use this, sacrifice, draw 3, discard 3, get back multiple Phoenixes and Demolicks in the late game. Demolich, my bad, sorry. I mean, it could be hitting the devious Demolick, you know? Why is your opponent playing your pet deck? Yeah, I'm playing Spike's pet deck, huh? Demolich. Anyways, those are our only threats in the main deck, and then we have more threats post-board. I'll do like a little demonstration here. There's 4 copies of Slickshot, Show Off, and 2 Giralfs as the alternate win conditions for when your opponent brings in Graveyard Hate. I think most games 2 and 3, you're probably boarding out Buried Alive, expecting a ton of Graveyard Hate out of your opponent.
Redo high dice roll here. Do maybe odd even this time? Oh, do I do odd even?
Odd.
Okay, I'll be on the play again.
Anyways.
My dice, my luck. Okay, I'm gonna use Sunken Citadel on blue.
Oh, I'm gonna mulligan.
Oh, okay.
I have no land.
Sorry.
I was just waiting for you to keep.
I keep. I looked and it seems you didn't have Delirium, but I think you could have gotten it. Okay. We'll say that.
Okay, I'll give this one a try. I'll put back these.
Okay. Citadel and blue.
Alright. I'll go Spire, Bluff, Canal, Preordain.
Okay.
Definitely bottoming one of these. I think it's both.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, I'm gonna go Island Archaeologist.
Yeah.
Mill Seagate, Reborn, Planar Genesis, and Traverse the Uvenwald. I think I'm going to take the Seagate.
Sure.
Past you.
I'm going to take opponent damage from my Cephalid Coliseum and just plot this Highway Robbery.
Okay.
Your turn.
So I'm going to get the electrical update. I'm going to pay 3 life for Seagate Reborn to enter untapped.
Yes.
I'm going to cast a Ledger Shredder, and then let's get it out of Lightning Bolt's range by casting Consider.
Yep.
So I'm going to draw off the Ledger Shredder, and then I think I'm just going to discard this Mishra's Bauble.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have like, can you grab the Vegas die? That is probably way more visible. These have eyeballs in them. I got them from Misty Mountain Gaming. They're very cool. So discard the Bauble. I'll get this more visible for all the Delirium counters. I have Instant, Artifact, Sorcery in the yard at the moment, and I'm going to resolve the Consider. To surveil an Omniscience in the yard, that is Delirium. Then draw from the Consider.
Okay.
And past you. Notably, I don't have a forest in play, so I can't copy Woodland can't Woodland and copy next turn.
True. Alright. Draw. Alright, I'll start with the Highway Robbery.
Okay.
Then it actually discard Buried Alive.
Oh, huh. Probably another one in the hand.
Oh, that was pretty good. I'll go fetch an island.
Okay.
I'll fetch Steam Vents, Island. Island's probably fine. So I'm gonna Manamorphose and turn.
So I'll let you Shredder.
Yeah.
And discard another Bauble. And then Buried Alive?
Yeah.
Or I guess we'll see what you draw with the Manamorphose. Okay.
So I take another point of damage. And then I'm going to put 3 Phoenixes into play.
Okay. Call.
Combat.
Okay. I'm going to block one of them, of course, and then take 6 down to 11.
Good.
Untap, draw. I'll lead on the Consider.
Mm-hmm.
Graveyard Traverse, draw a card here. Then I will play Hedge Maze. Keep that on top and pass to you.
Right.
Hedge Maze notably is a forest.
Oh, I have the Cephalid Coliseum online. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see how that card performs in the deck. I feel like a really hard time reading like how good it is.
I think I'm gonna start with a Preordain.
Okay. Sure.
I'm good on those.
Okay.
Now I have to debate if I want to. Yeah, I guess I'm just trying to cast 3 spells again and get this Phoenix back. Unless you Shredder. But I'm kind of dead. Alright, I'll consider.
Okay, I'll connive.
Yeah. Nothing calls him.
Discard Breeding Pool.
I'll bolt you. Combat.
Yes. So I'm going to block one of them, go to 2.
Shock Bolt.
Yep, got me.
Alright, cool.
I did have the Woodland and Emrakul to go off next turn.
Okay,
but
yeah, I was like, I gotta kill you this turn.
Yeah, the lack of forest. Okay, going to game 2. Gonna be focusing on some graveyard hate here, and I think so is Dingo. Maybe we're bringing in the Soul Guide Lanterns, and I do have a single copy of Endurance. I also feel like the Endurance can be kind of nice to traverse for in some situations. I probably will not bring in the second Emrakul, but I think knowing about these Force of Negations, what I might be able to do is, I guess Woodland on your turn is less of a, a little less realistic. Let's see here. To go in on the Slick Shot plan, you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna try out the Slick Shots over the Demi-Liches. But I'm gonna keep the Buried Alive Phoenix, because that's what I'm here to do.
Yeah, I think that it makes a lot of sense.
Maybe I cut 1 Buried Alive, you think? If I'm cutting the Liches?
Yeah, trimming 1, I think it makes sense. I don't think you're gonna, worry too much about, oh no, I drew 2 Phoenixes and now my Buried Alive can't do enough, but I think trimming 1 is okay. Maybe oversideboarding here a little bit. I think I need access to these Force of Negations. I'm gonna go for
Yeah,
it.
it seems like with that deck, it's gonna be hard to not overboard
Yeah.
and like maintain a cohesive combo plan, because you're also trying to board out cards that. Because you're boarding out some of your Delirium enablers, so it might be harder to get Delirium.
A lot of trimming. I'm gonna cut all the Dismembers. I'm gonna cut a Traverse, 2 Considers, a Planar Genesis, and a Bauble. Might be better to go lower on Planar Genesis, but I want to play. I love the new card, of course.
I think Gut Shot's just bad, right? Like, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, just having the extra 0 drop
Yeah.
matters. I wouldn't play 0.
Maybe I play 2.
It's good with the show-offs, too.
Yeah, it's not bad with show off. I guess I'm cutting the clunkier card then. Like, Highway Robbery's kind of a clunky card.
Okay.
Let's try cutting 2 of these.
It makes sense when you cut the
I'm also
Demolitions.
bringing in another 0 drop.
That's true, yeah.
So maybe I don't want the Gut Shots at all.
I think that'll be pretty valid, but also like surgical is not necessarily one that you want to be using
proactively.
Yeah.
All right, we'll try this.
Okay. 7-card hand on the play for game 2, and it looks like I've got to keep.
All right, let's see this. Okay, I'll give mine a try as well.
Okay, I'm gonna go second Citadel on blue here. And pass.
I will go to 18 and just preordain.
Okay. Do I see an Arnie subscription? Love you, Arnie. Welcome. Hope you're having a good one.
What's up, Arnie? I'll keep one on top and draw it, and then one on the bottom.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Untap and draw. Oh, kind of an interesting one. I think what I will do is I'm going to cycle Lore Revealed to get a breeding pool.
Sure.
Don't have any actual fetch lands in the deck because it's kind of tough to fit in. The Sunken Citadels, the Shifting Woodlands a big part of this deck is that your lands destroy a lot of cards. Lore Revealed, Seagate Restoration. Not a lot of room for fetches beyond that. Especially, we also have Traverse the Uvenwald to get us lands. But Lore Revealed kind of functions like one. And I will also preordain. I think I like these cards enough. I'm going to keep both and pass to you. So I have two just sorceries in my yard at the moment.
I'm just plotting Highway Robbery.
Okay.
Passing.
Untap and draw. I'm going to lead on another preordain.
Yeah.
Sorry, screw 2.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Classic, like, consider preordain deck.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just default to the other. I'm going to keep both of these. I'm going to draw in this order.
Sure.
I'm going to cast another preordain.
Yeah.
I'm going to bottom this one. I'll draw this card. I'm gonna play a Shifting Woodland.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast a Soul Guide Lantern and exile your preordain. And pass to you.
Draw. That makes things a little complicated. So I think first things first, I'm gonna...
Fae of Wishes for the Woodland list? Yeah, so you could play Fae. The Fae is pretty bad, but Emrakul is also kind of a blank. It eats up a lot of your sideboard. That resolves good. Okay. It eats up a lot of your sideboard. I like that you could traverse for it. If you would have to play more than one, you would have to probably play like 2 or 3, because if you mill it over, it's pretty bad. But that could definitely be the direction to go instead.
Chaining Metamorphosis.
Yep.
I'll bury it alive.
Okay. And if you're gonna get 3 Phoenixes, I'll sack the Lantern.
I think I'm gonna get 1 or 2.
1? Yeah. It's kind of interesting because if you do 1, I might not pop the Lantern. I feel like you should do 1.
I think 1.
I think you do 1, and I think I still just pop it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it makes sense to me. Good play.
Good.
Tap, draw.
Apparently your Mox Fielding has 5 dismembers.
Okay. There's 4. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's a lot went into this. We'll get it fixed. Okay, so right now I just have sorcery and artifact in my yard. I think what I'm going to do is just play an archaeologist.
Sure.
Mill another Soul Guide Lantern, a Mishra's Bauble, and a Traverse. So still just sorceries and artifacts. I'm going to grab the Lantern. And then I'm going to cycle a Lore Revealed to get a basic island, and I'm going to cast...
Any response?
Okay.
To you cycling Lorian?
Yes.
I'm going to Surgical Soul Guy's Lantern.
Okay. So I will just exile the 3rd one for you, and then still get the island. And then, did you pay your 2 life? Not that your life total is very relevant. Okay, so all lanterns exiled here. grab an island, play an island. Let me see if I have anything else. Nothing else, goodie.
That's not great. Consider.
Is this plotted or?
Yeah.
Okay. Results.
Value.
Ooh, that's always nice. Oh yeah, sorry, I gotta show you my hand.
Yeah.
I have a Force of Negation, a Planar Genesis, a Traverse the Ubenwald, and a Flahi Archaeologist.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm gonna robbery, discard Watergrave.
Okay.
I'm gonna Manamorphose.
Okay, results.
Blue-red. I guess I want blue-blue. Actually, yeah, I want blue-blue.
Okay. So I guess I just have these here. Then black things in front.
Gruden.
Okay. How long did the aquarium take to put together? A long time. I actually had it sitting there for almost a year before I was doing all the research and slowly acquiring decor and stuff, and
We're top one.
many hours, and then many hours after that too.
And I have 1 blue floating. I'm going to track Sepulchre.
Cool. That is very nice. I have 3 phoenixes coming my way.
3. Okay.
There are no phoenixes coming my way. The problem with cutting the Demi-Liches is a lot of this like churn stuff doesn't happen.
1.
Yeah, the TV behind
3.
Dingo came with the house, and we've never used it.
Here you go.
Never used it.
That was a little awkward.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I think that's kind of what happens with like cyborg games with Phoenix a lot of the time. I'm gonna play a Ledger Shredder.
Yes.
I'm gonna play an Archaeologist and then Connive.
Yep.
So I drew Shifting Woodland off the Connive trigger. I already have a Shifting Woodland, but getting the Ledger Shredder out of bolt range could be a good investment, especially if I end up getting my stuff surgical. Like Ledger Shredder might just win the game for me. So I think I'm gonna discard the Traverse the Ubenwald and keep the extra Shifting Woodland.
Okay.
And then I'm going to resolve the Archaeologist. I'm gonna mill an Endurance, a Beseiju, and an Omniscience. And do I have to put this in? You may. I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna put it in anyways, just to be able to discard it to Ledger Shredder in a little bit.
Okay.
Past you. So you're usually pretty good at making me connive. And then should have Delirium here. Yeah, we have creature, sorcery, artifact, land.
I assume I'm dead if I...
If you connive.
Oh, you know what? I have a kind of a tight play. Okay. Hold up. Are you dead?
Am I dead?
Yeah, are you dead? Hold on.
Let's see. I might be dead. Wait, are you dead? Okay.
Flick shot.
Okay.
Actually... Bolt you.
So will me after the slick shot?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll trigger connive.
In response.
Okay.
Bolt gut shot shredder.
Okay. So I'm going to 15, and then this is a 7/2, and I'm going to connive. I'm going to put Omniscience into the yard, and then this is dead.
You don't want to force anything? Could force bolt.
You have 1 card left?
Yeah.
I think no. I could force the bolt, but if you last card is surgical, I guess I'm not playing around it anyways. But this is only 7 power, so like there's not anything that last card could be that kills me. So I'm just gonna let it resolve.
All right. Well, 10.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll go to 5.
Yeah, go. That's all I got.
Okay. Now I can make an Omniscience. but we'll see how good this Planar Genesis is. I drew Sunken Citadel for turn, so I'm going to use the Sunken Citadel here. Green, green, 2, because I can leave this untapped. Copy Omniscience. I have Omniscience. So see how good this Planar Genesis is. And this is a big part of the reason why I like Planar Genesis here, is that instead of being like a gross spiral, you only see 1 card. Getting to see 4 cards just makes it so much more likely that you can chain stuff together. So I found Seagate Reborn, which I will cast and then draw 5 cards. There's another Seagate Reborn. It's going to put an Omniscience into play.
Oh, Chess said we should play Shredder first.
Should have played Shredder first. So copy, then Shredder, then... yeah, you're right. Should have played Shredder first. Good sequencing. I'm going to draw 8 cards. 2... And there's another 3 Seagate Reborn. 6, 7, 8. If you feel like the next 15 cards are enough to get you Dingo,
I will concede the game.
Okay, going to game 3.
I was just letting you have fun.
I was really expecting to win game 1. I was expecting to lose both sideboard games, so that's kind of interesting. Do you want to say hi to...
Hi. So the chat says to please have your graveyard on the other side, or
On this side?
Yeah, they
because
want your deck and graveyard
yeah, they want to see it.
on the other side.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you, Esther, for relaying. You're like a real-life Twitch chatter.
Yeah.
Can I have some water?
No. You must be dehydrated.
I was hitting off the archaeologist.
Slingshot doesn't seem like a
yeah.
terrible plan B.
Yeah, I think so. Especially like if assuming it's an open deck list, knowing I have all this graveyard hate, I think it's good to be in on the show-offs. I'm not bringing in the Swimmers, I think, because the Shredders seem pretty good at answering the show-offs too.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of my current thinking.
Okay, I'm gonna keep his hands deep.
My hand's I think good enough to keep. I'll keep.
Good.
Or Lucy is covered up by the Moxfield ad.
I know.
Well, the Moxfield ad is very important. The mic is also covering up the Moxfield is covering up the mic, so she's not even visible there. I'm gonna name. I'm not sure actually. I think I'm gonna name blue again.
Blue.
Wait, green. Final answer.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes.
For $1 million.
For $1 million, yes. I'm sure.
Show me green.
Green yerba mate.
I go to 17.
We're just gonna
Well, we don't have the yerba mate sponsor yet, so please yerba mate, pay us.
Please, Guayaki.
That's the company.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll do Lucy Cam and Aquarium Cam because Lucy is just right here in the chair and she's so cute. But
She loves to be in these chairs.
yeah, she loves these chairs.
And I think it's
Sorry,
it's
I
mainly
don't know why.
because
Yeah, I was
she,
like, oh, cut it now?
It's like classic playtesting.
Yeah.
You just instinct.
yeah. She just gets attention
I think I'm
being
gonna
in
keep
chairs,
it.
so
Right.
she knows. Chairs equal attention.
17.
Right.
I'll get Blood Crypt. Blood Crypt, final answer. Tacky for 1.
Down to 19.
Good.
I'm going to look at my top card here.
Okay.
Paid 3 life down to 16. Not the best. I'm gonna Planar Genesis main phase.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. No lands. I'm gonna go and put this card that Dingo can't see into my hand here. I'll also try to do more of like showing what's in my hand to the camera. But this will take a little. Yeah, this will take a little bit of time to get used to the paper setup. We're just poor Magic Online streamers. Please bear with us.
We have very little dexterity.
Yeah.
Us combined is like one normal person's dexterity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, let's start with a preordain.
Okay.
Trigger.
Trigger.
I'm gonna put like a prowess counter
Sure.
here.
Makes sense. Yeah, right. Graveyard other side. So I've been putting my deck in the graveyard on my right side for 12 years.
It's 16.
Oh, sorry. And Bob will draw. Thank you, chat.
I'm gonna top.
Okay.
That's 3. Second one's think I have it quite yet.
Although I'm kind of getting go blurry on this. Okay.
Second.
So 4. Pretty good. My turn?
Good.
Fortunately, I have to pay 3 more life here. The cost of getting your lands to draw you 8 cards. I'm going to play a Ledger Shredder, and then I'm going to play a Preordain. Trigger the Connive. So, draw. No Omniscience going to the yard, unfortunately. The graveyard, a Preordain. Then resolve the Preordain. 1, 2. I think I'll just bottom both. Draw. Sorry. And past you.
Yeah. Manamorphose.
I will force a negation. Pitching force a negation.
So how many counters is that? That's 2.
So yeah, they have 1 trigger each right now. So I'm dead to a bolt.
Surgical. Your force negation.
Okay, I don't have another one. I'll get Connive first. I will discard
I also
a
have a
second
Bolt.
Citadel. Okay, then that.
I just don't want
yeah, it's fine. Surgical force makes sense. I did not have the 3rd force there.
Yeah, I was just in case, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna pivot to a new deck.
Bring up your next challenger.
Yeah, I like the Omniscience deck. I feel like maneuvering around the graveyard hate was always going to be a big challenge. Right now, I'm really focused on like the Picker Poisons and Force of Vigor's Dismembers to deal with Artifact Enchantment Hate and Voidwalker, and also Harbinger of the Tides. But may need a better plan for Surgical. But Surgical also seems kind of tough. I think I want to play the. Could be Eldrazi time. I think it's.
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.